Hello everyone, welcome back to another Umamusume video. Today is November 24th, 2025, and approximately in 2 hours it is time to celebrate Halloween in the Umamusume world, of course. As it is already November, it is the last event on our horizon, I'm pretty sure, when it comes to, its size and all that. Realistically, this is our last stop, and I can check real quick. Yeah, this is our last stop. So that means whenever it starts to hit December, prepare for the worst because it's gonna be a big month for people and their favorite Umamusumes. But we have some very fan favorites to get through before we can even go meet the others. So let's start off with who's coming. It's a dual banner, so there's two new SS 3-star trainees. The first one we'll go over is Rice Shower. Rice Shower Halloween. She has a 15% stat bonus in stamina and a 15 in power. Her aptitude is an A in turf. Her distances is medium and long with a C in mile. Her strategy is a in pace, with a B in front and C in late. Her unique skill, Drain for Rose. Every rose has its fang. That's a weird way to say it. Suck endurance from runners ahead when well positioned, and pressured by another runner mid-race. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Innate skills include trick front, long straightaways, and stamina to spare. When you start to awaken her, at level 2 you get corner recovery, level 3 you get calm and collected, at level 4 you get hesitant front runners, and at level 5 you get tantalizing trick. I'm pretty sure tantalizing trick is a trick front evolution, gold skill, so it's pretty nice. She has evolved skills, of course. Her first one's conditions is I'll do my best. You need to have at least 600 stamina or have at least 800 power and get at least 3 speed type skills. I'll do my best is a pace stamina skill if you're in the first half of the pack. During the second half of the opening leg, your speed will slightly increase and your stamina will recover. So it's nice to know when evolved skills release for us. And finally, Trick and Treat, which is evolving from Tantalizing Trick. His conditions is win any race on Kyoto racetracks 2 times and have at least 800 speed. Finally, from events, you can get Firm Conditions, Deep Refs, Frenzied Pace Chasers, and Kyoto Racecourse. Your objectives are the same as regular Rice Showers. From the Junior Make debut, you'll head into the Spring Stakes to the Tokyo Yushun. And after the Tokyo Yushun, prepare for the Kika Show, and finally the Nikki Show. In your senior year, you will race in the Tenno Show, Spring, the Takurazuka Kinen, and the Arima Kinen. And finally, let's go over a secret event of hers. The rewards will depend on the amount of Kyoto Racetracks wins. 3 to 5, you get a 10 speed and 10 stamina plus a Kyoto Racecourse bonus plus 2. If you have up to 6 wins on Kyoto racetracks, get 10 speed, 10 stamina, 10 guts, and a hint towards Kyoto Racecourse and Firm Conditions plus 2. That is Rice Shower Halloween. Very good if you're a big fan of Rice Shower. When it comes to runability, I wish I could tell you. I failed to get her on the Japanese version. But we can at least go over her epitaph. Sable Assassin. Participate in at least 23 graded races. win the Kikasho as the second most popular. Win the Tenosho Spring as the second most or most popular, and earn at least 3,200,000 fans. That's Sable Assassin, but of course Rush Hour's not coming alone, and I hope to God she doesn't get any strike on this video. Let's go over Super Creek Halloween. Super Creek Halloween is... let's go over the bonuses first before I get too ahead of myself. 14% in speed, it's 8% in stamina, and 8% in guts. Her aptitude is towards turf, of course, but her distances are also long and medium, this time having a G in both sprint and mile. Her strategies is a in pace, with a B in late and G in end, with a D in front. Her unique skill, Give Mummy a Hug, increases ability to break out of the pack when well positioned and close to the runner ahead on the final straight. Her innate skills is Corner Adept, Murmur, and Hydrate. When you start to awaken her, you can get Pace Chaser Corners at level 2, Professor of Curvature at level 3, Medium Straightaways at level 4, and Mystifying Murmur at level 5. Before we continue, give me a little bit to check on something. Sorry about that. Let's go on to her evolved skills. Professor of Curvature will turn into Professional Pamperer. The conditions to have that happen is win any G1 race 3 times, or have at least 800 speed. And finally, the other condition is have at least 600 stamina and or have at least 800 wit. Professional Pamperer at a random point on a random corner, your speed will increase and your stamina will slightly recover. That is Professional Pamperer. Mr. Mystifying Murmur will be turning into Charming Mummy Whisper. In the... Shall we translate it, huh? Sweet Temptation of the Night training event. Select choice 3, or get at least 2 skills for medium aptitude. Get at least 2 recovery type skills. Once you meet these conditions, you are granted Charming Mummy Whisper. On a medium racetrack during the middle leg, if you have been blocked from the front, drain some stamina from all enemies ahead of you. That's Charming Mummy Whisper. From the events, you will be getting Corner Recovery, Hydrate, Studious, Steadfast, Prepared to Pass. And finally, the objectives are as the same as Super Creek Normal. So, after the Junior Make debut, you will head into the Sumeri Stakes, while you will then enter the last race in the Triple Crown Kikasho. After the Kikasho, you will prepare for the Urima Kinen, and finally, in the senior year, you'll be entering the Spring Triple Crown with Osaka High and Tenosho Spring, and a little bit of the Triple Crown Autumn Cup, which is the Tenosho Autumn and the Urima Kinen. Finally, let's go over some of the secret events that Super Creek has. If you win the... I suppose this is the Triple Crowd Autumn races. So the Tenosho Autumn, Japan Cup, and Urima Kinen Year 2 and 3. You get 10 power, 10 guts, and prepare to pass hint +2. And finally, this is of course the dreaded Super Creek debuff after participating in the Sumeri Stakes. You'll get a +3 to 3 random stats, 30 skill points, and the Under the Weather status. Winning the Sakusuki show will lose you 15 energy, and a random stat will get +10 with a 45 skill point increase. Winning the Tokyo Yushun will lose you 15 energy, and a random stat will get plus 10, 45, and 45 skill points. And finally, winning the Kika Show will give you all stats plus 3, 45 skill points. Your under the weather will heal and basically turn into Shining Brightly. Let's go over Shining Brightly, shall we? Shining Brightly, both mind and body are in top condition, has a decreased chance of failing training. That is all of her secret events. Let's go over her epitaph as well. The Speedy Stare, Super Creek only. Win the Kika Show with difference of 5 lengths, and then win 6 graded race with lengths of 2,400 meters or higher, including the Tenosho Spring, to get Speedy Stare. That's Super Creek Halloween. Overall, these two girls are a nice addition to anyone if they just like the characters of Rice Shower and Super Creek. It's always up to the person to go for them. But when it comes to if they are good or not, they both have their good vices. I would say it would be nice to have them, but there's nothing, I suppose. I mean, you can get some good legacies off this. I would like to say that I suppose, you know, Corner Adept is nice. Corner Recovery, Hydrate, that's good stuff for paces. And when it comes to Rice Shower, she has some debuffs to be given. Not too many. We have Frenzied, of course, Pace Chasers, and Trick Front. But she also has hints towards recovery skills as well in Stamina to Spare and Corner Recovery. And Deep Breaths, of course, for those long races, on top of having a chance to get Firm Conditions and Kyoto race courses at the end. You usually have a good chance of really getting nice green skills as well. But, of course, this isn't the only thing coming with the Halloween event. You also need to prepare for the Halloween event, because coming alongside these two new units will also be the Make Up in Halloween event, which will go over the other two banner SSRs, but I would prefer to go over the free-to-play and who we have as event point bonuses. When it comes to that, we have the original Rice Shower, the original Super Creek, and Mihono Bourbon. Mihono Bourbon is the last in our trifecta for this event, and she will be getting a new SSR support card. The only thing I would not worry about is this, because you know this isn't for us. We don't have this, but we do have Mihono Bourbon SR, Zeto Rob Roy is the other one, and Tamama Cross when it comes to the support cards. So let's go into Mihono Bourbon Wit. When you max this baby out, you'll be getting 20% friendship bonus, 5 wit friendship recovery, specialty priority 20, mood effective 40, initial friendship gauge of 20, a race bonus of 5, a fan bonus of 10, a speed bonus of 1, initial wit of 30. The support chants include the following: Snowy Days, Front Runner Shadeaways, Front Runner Corners, and Early Lead. The stat gain you will get from this card is 6 wit and 5 skill points. From events, you can get Moxie, Taking the Lead, and Focus. On the first chain, Moxie will be the hint at the top with 10 speed, or you can go to the bottom and get 15 wisdom. The second node will give you 5 stamina and 10 wisdom. And finally, the last and third node will give you 5 stamina, 10 wisdom in the Taking the Lead hint. Her random events include the following. The first one, you lose 10 energy, gain 5 stamina and 15 power, or you can get 10 energy back and gain 5 wisdom. Finally, the last random event on our horizon for Mahono Bourbon Wit is a hint towards focus, or 10 speed and 15 skill points at the bottom. That is Mahono Bourbon, free to play, Wit, SSR. Overall, not too bad. I would say so. This is not too bad. Taking the lead is definitely good on some of the front runners. I said that word wrong. Specifically for activating groundwork. Groundwork is very nice with early lead. And this is basically just a assured way that, hey, you're getting this. So, overall, not too bad, in my opinion. Let's go on to the banner SSR support cards, starting off with Zeno Rob Roy. Zeno Rob Roy at max will give you 20% friendship bonus, a 25 initial friendship gauge, specialty priority of 50, a training effectiveness of 5, mood effect of 30, a speed bonus of 1, hint level of 3, and a hint frequency of 40%. The support hints in question are Pace Chaser Savvy, Late Surger Savvy, Straightaway Adept, Nimble Navigator, Shrewd Step, Prudent Positioning, Go with the Flow, Studious, and a stat gain of 6 speed and 2 power. From the events, you'll be getting right-handed, left-handed, Lion Weight, and a medium straightaways. The first node will give you just straight up 15 skill points. The second node will be 3 choices. Plus 5 stamina and a plus 2 hint towards right-handed. The middle one will be 5 speed and a plus 2 towards left-handed. If you don't want any of those, you can go bottom. You can just get 30 wisdom. And finally, the third and last node will give you 20 skill points and a hint towards Lion Weight, a Late Surger stamina skill. The random events include a top choice of 5 speed and 5 wisdom, or a bottom choice of 10 energy and 5 power. The second and last random one will be 10 stamina and 10 wisdom at the top, and the bottom will give you a hint towards medium straightaways. A Zeno Rob Roy. Overall, I think having a specialty priority of 50 is pretty nice, especially when you get that max to... At max, it will give you... I'm doing this wrong. 35. When you awaken it for the first time, it will be 40. So realistically, if you keep awakening this, you'll have at least a 50 towards that. So I think it's a nice one to farm with. Mood effect isn't where you kind of want it to be, but the hints are pretty nice, so I would say Zeno Rob Roy is nothing to scoff at if you get it on accident. Let's go over the last support card and the last topic for this long video. We're almost nearing the 20-minute mark. Tamamo Cross Power. At level 50, Tamamo Cross will give you a 25 friendship bonus, a 60% mood effect, 10% race bonus, a 20% fan bonus, a 65 specialty priority, initial friendship gauge of 20, stamina bonus of 1, and a 30 initial power. Support hints include Rosy Outlook, Soft Step, Medium Corners, 1,500,000 CCs, Thunderbolt Step, Frenzied Late Surgers, and Flustered Late Surgers with a stat gain of 2 stamina and 6 power. From the events, expect to get Wet Conditions, 15 million CC, and Calm in the Crowd. Let's go over how this goes. First node, you can get 10 power, or you can choose to end this event chain. Take your 20 energy, 10 speed, and Wet Conditions hint +1. If you chose to continue, you can get 10 speed and 10 power in Node 2. And finally at Node 3, you randomly have a chance of getting 5 speed, 5 power, and a 15 million cc hint plus 1, or 15 speed and 15 power and a 15 million cc plus 3. Let's head on to the random events. 10 wisdom at the top, or the bottom choice gets you 5 stamina and 5 guts. And finally, the last random event Tama Cross has. The top choice will give you Common the Crown hint plus 1. Or, picking the bottom, gives you 5 stamina and 5 wisdom. That is Tama Cross. Overall, her skills are very specifically aimed towards the late surgers. I overall think this isn't too bad of a card. I actually think the mood effect you get early on is pretty generous with 40, with a priority of 50 straight off of the level 30. So hey, you don't really have to try too hard to see her be in the power category if you get her. But you would also fundamentally be running this on people who want hints towards medium or late surgers, and the occasional debuffs are nice, I suppose, but debuffers don't really usually run power cards. You'd usually find flustered late surgers on I would assume. Oh, sorry. It looks like Tama Cross is the only one to hold this so far. So, as we take a look at stamina, to see what would that get you in comparison, you would be getting Tail Held High, Fast and Furious, and Calm in the Crowds, regardless. But I think Fast and the Furious and Tail Held High being guaranteed here are a little bit on the good-ish side. I wouldn't say Wet Conditions is completely terrible, but it's terrible in the fact that it automatically ends the event chain, so you don't have a chance to get 15 million CC if you do that. But we can go back and check Tama Cross. I'm pretty sure there's no sign of it ending anywhere. It's kind of a straight path, but still not too bad. And that's the entire event. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Who are you going for, if you're going for anyone at all? Personally, I know myself, I'm waiting for the banner directly after Halloween with Manhattan Cafe. But I know a lot of people prefer to start spending now and waiting a little bit more, you know, until Christmas to start pulling again. But I wouldn't doubt that people are gonna start summoning now for these Halloween units. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Good luck to everyone on their Champions Meet races. It's time for the finale.